Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo, April 10, 2025. Mercury turns direct today after retrograde motion since mid-March, and you'll see some forward movement in those endeavors that have encountered delays or blocks. Tricky problems and indecisiveness will clear in the days and weeks ahead. Information may emerge that helps you make better decisions or choices. A project might regain momentum, and money-making ideas are plentiful. For now, take special care in your interactions with others and consider that you may be missing important details. Treat today as a transition day for the best results. As you advance, you'll find decisions become more straightforward, information unclogs, and delays lift. As well, many recent misunderstandings are likely to clear up, but any shift has the effect of initially magnifying problem areas. Try not to harp on trivial matters today. One of the most challenging days of the year in 2025 is upon you. Sweet Venus, our goddess planet of love and union and your planetary ruler, will dance beneath the shadow of mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster planet. As they unite in an exact conjunction, rocky news around matters of the heart and relationship could be at hand. However, we must never forget that even during challenging cosmic weather, we can learn, grow, and evolve. They'll be meeting in your solar house, which could bring news in regards to someone in your network, a friend, or even an ex. Healthy relationships may pass this test, but at least be aware. You know who you can trust now. Since mid-March, you may have doubted who was in your work life with the right intentions. You could have suspected that there was an enemy in your camp. Maybe a client did not have the best vibe, or you could have felt off when you were talking to one of your colleagues. As time went on, you may have seen this individual's true colors. Thankfully, you should know what to do with this connection once Mercury stations direct in Pisces. Do not be afraid to adjust this connection moving forward. Today's planetary alignment gives you the freedom to take your feelings seriously, without being tricked by the serious expectations you may put on yourself at other times of the month. What does expanding your horizons mean to you? It might be time to find out, or, if you know what gives you a boost, go ahead and ask for it. Even something as as a walk on the beach with your dog or a friend's dog, could be the answer to opening up to your true feelings. Don't be surprised if you feel more like doing things on your own today. This is often the case when a vibration is occurring, and there are plenty of benefits. When you work solo, you have the opportunity to see your individual talents and skills more clearly. Further, you can explore more of what you can do when there isn't anyone else steering. Act on your feelings and allow yourself to expand. You're sure to enjoy a little time to yourself. Thanks to the moon's departure from your communication sector yesterday, there is a chance to move into the final 11 days of Mars' war on communication barriers with a new sense of awareness. As well as finding it easier to give your emotional responses a voice, as the moon aligns with Venus, the planet of love, and especially as she is in retrograde motion, to give your heart, the past and unsaid words, a voice. At the same time, with Mars' friendly aspect to Saturn in your sector of friendship, teamwork and networking still separating, into a powerful 11 days for all aspects of connecting and communication. With the moon still 2 days away from your romantic sector and set to come full circle from last month's eclipsing full moon in the heart of the working week, this gives you time for some future planning. The time to put the right work and life balance guardrails in place is before moving into the new working week and not when it is in full flight. Virgo, your eye for detail pays off. Your quote of the day: excellence is in the little things. Your color of the day is oat beige, modest and focused. Lucky numbers: 6, 12, 25. A lingering issue may finally clear up with a practical step. Don't overthink what you already know in your gut. Today rewards effort, even the invisible kind. Organization brings unexpected inspiration. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a deep breath and welcome the energy of April 11, 2025. Today feels like one of those moments where the universe invites you to slow down just enough to notice something you might have missed: a shift, a sign, a subtle sense that something is ready to change or open up. No matter where you are on your journey, this reading is here to meet you gently, like a conversation with an old friend who sees you clearly. Let's step into this space together and see what the cards have to say. The first card that comes forward today is the Eight of Cups, a powerful symbol of emotional evolution. This card often appears when something you once deeply cared about no longer feels aligned, and the time has come to move forward even if the path ahead isn't completely clear. It doesn't always mean walking away in a dramatic way. Sometimes it's simply the quiet decision to let go of a mindset, a pattern, or an expectation that's been weighing on you. It's the moment you stop pretending something still fits when it really doesn't. And while that kind of shift can feel heavy or uncertain, it's also liberating. Think of this as your soul gently tapping you on the shoulder, asking, "Is this still for me?" If there's something in your life that's felt hollow lately, don't be afraid to explore what it would mean to release it. There's something waiting for you on the other side of that choice. Trust that inner knowing. Following this, we're met with the Ace of Wands, a burst of new, creative energy. This card is like a spark. It doesn't necessarily give you the entire map, but it lights a fire that can guide you forward. The Ace of Wands invites inspiration, possibility, and the beginning of something exciting. Maybe you've had an idea simmering on the back burner. Maybe there's something you've wanted to create, try, or pursue, but haven't quite given yourself permission to begin. This card is your green light. What would it look like to say yes to your own passion today? Even in the smallest way: writing one paragraph, making that phone call, sketching out a dream, every spark counts. Don't underestimate how powerful a first step can be. Our next card is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is such a grounding presence. It brings in themes of legacy, long-term stability, and support systems. It reminds you that what you're building now doesn't just serve the moment, it's contributing to something lasting. Whether you've been thinking about financial goals, family dynamics, or the kind of life you want to create long-term, this card encourages you to look at the bigger picture. What kind of foundation are you building? Who do you want standing beside you in that vision? And what traditions or values do you want to carry forward or let go of? It's a beautiful invitation to connect with your roots while also making conscious choices about what you're growing toward. There's no rush here. Just the reminder that your efforts are creating something meaningful, piece by piece. Next, we draw the Queen of Cups, a deeply compassionate and intuitive energy. She's emotionally wise, empathetic, and knows how to hold space for herself and for others. Today, this card might be nudging you to check in with your emotional body. How are you really feeling beneath the surface? Is there a part of you that needs a little more gentleness, a little more attention? The Queen of Cups encourages emotional honesty, not as a performance but as a form of healing. And if you've been that steady support for others lately, this is your reminder that you deserve that softness in return. Let today be a day where you lean into emotional balance, whether that means setting a boundary, journaling, spending quiet time with someone who feels like home, or simply allowing yourself to feel what you feel without judgment. There's strength in softness. And finally, we close with the Six of Wands, a card of recognition, success, and rising confidence. This card is the moment you realize, yes, I am making progress. I am being seen. Even if the applause hasn't been loud, someone is noticing. You might receive encouragement or praise today, or you might simply have a personal win that affirms you're on the right track. Either way, this card encourages you to own it. You don't need to downplay your growth to make others comfortable. You've earned this moment. Celebrate the victories, big or small. You've come through so much, and you're still here, still showing up, still believing in better. That matters. So as we look at these 5 cards, the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the 6 of Wands, we see a beautiful unfolding. Letting go of what no longer serves. Welcoming in new passion. Building long-term stability. Honoring emotional wisdom. And standing tall in your wins. It's a reminder that this journey you're on is layered, sacred, and yours alone. There's no one right way to move forward. But when you choose to stay present, to stay honest, and to follow the thread of what lights you up, that's when everything begins to shift.